So let's rank all the films I rewatched for the month of November 2021. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name's Doyle, better known to as the Big D. This time around, I'm going to bring to you another ranking. It's going to be my rewatches from last month of November of 2021. Now, I've watched 35 flicks. I did watch 2 Christmas things, but I excluded them as they'll be on the next ranking. So I do apologize. Those weren't on there, okay? Now, you'll get to see 3 Thanksgiving specials and 1 Thanksgiving themed movie. Plus, all Harry Potter movies will be on there and all the Porkies movies as well. So, if you're ready, there's 35 movies in all, and like last time, I'm going to go rapid fire. I'm only going to show you pictures and talk for a little bit as best as I can, so you won't get to see much of my face, so please understand, I want to try and get these videos over with as fast as I can, okay? Now that that's over with, let's get into this, so sit back, relax, and here we go. Coming in at number 35 is Black Knight from 2001. This one's okay. I mean, it's not one of Martin Lawrence's best since he did this after he did Big Mama's House. And it's about some guy who works at a medieval fun park who gets sent back to medieval times and, well, turns things around. Yeah, it's alright. But I was not aware that Paula Abdul did the choreography for this. That was impressive. Yeah, but this film's alright. Maybe I'll review this someday. Coming in, number 34 is Porky's 2 The Next Day from 1983. While this film is pretty fun in ways, but it wasn't quite as big as its predecessor. But still, overall, Porky's 2 can be pretty funny. I mean, the whole gang from the first movie's back, a whole lot of them, plus some of the supporting characters, yeah. They're trying to stop this guy from trying to stop them from doing Shakespeare stuff at school and what have you. Boy, yeah, though Porky's not back, but still, this film is pretty funny in ways. Coming in at number 33 is Spy Kids 3 Game Over from 2003. Yeah, I watched the Spy Kids trilogy as well. You'll see where the other 2 wind up. Now, I don't really hate this film. I wish the 3D could have just been better in this and what have you. Yeah, it just might hurt your eyes a bit, but this film's alright. I mean, I like how Junie becomes a real hero and tries to find Carmen in the video game world created by the Toy Master, who Sylvester Stallone plays, and it's an okay villain. I mean, not really one of Sly's best, but he manages to pull it off, though, in ways. Still, I like this just a little. Not as much as the other 2, though, but I've watched this numerous times. It's kind of a guilty pleasure of mine. Coming in at number 32 is Jonah Hex from 2010. Now, I've only seen this twice. I saw it once on DVD and then recently on Tubi. I can understand this film didn't do so well with everyone. And, well, this film's just pretty underrated and what have you. It may be short, but overall, it's got its moments and what have you. I do like it being a dark western with a little supernatural feel to it. And I liked Josh Brolin's portrayal of the title character. Megan Fox is in it, she's not too bad, and John Malkovich is the bad guy, yeah. Jonah Hex, it's not too bad. I need to review this one someday and defend it. Coming in at number 31 is Porkies Revenge from 1985. I feel this film's pretty underrated. I do remember seeing this long ago, even though I was too young to see these types of flicks, but hey, this film's pretty underrated, and it may not be the most popular of the Porky's trilogy, but I feel like it's good to have Porky back, and I kind of liked how they try and get him on his new riverboat casino and what have you. The gang really does a pretty darn good job on it, and the soundtrack isn't too bad either, considering it has, well, modern day artists perform the classic songs from the decade or year this film takes place at. Overall, Porky's Revenge isn't too bad. Coming in at number 30 is Alien vs. Predator from 2004. Now, I formerly had this on DVD, but I got rid of it. I wasn't interested anymore. But soon I decided to give it another watch. But however, I consider this one to be a semi-rewatch. Because I watched it on Amazon Prime, but I watched the special unrated cut of the film. And well, it was better. But still not that great though. But at least it had a little more blood and what have you though. This film's action is pretty cool in some parts, but not really the best though. I know a lot of people don't like this movie, and same goes for its sequel, which I still have yet to watch. But I just found out it's on Tubi, so I'm gonna try and look into it. But in the meantime, you might get a review of this down the road. Coming in at number 29 is The Rage, Carrie 2 from 1999. I love this movie. While it may not be as popular as the original Carrie, but still, I gotta give this film credit and why. This film's so underrated, and it has a little more bloody sequences than the original, though. I liked Emily Burgle as Rachel. She's very good. We get to see Amy Irving back as Sue Snell. We got oh, just so many others in there. I like the music as well. It's pretty cool. I gotta tell you, the final sequence of battle of Emily Burgle as Rachel against those cruel classmates, yeah, it's really something. A little bit better than the prom scene, but with more blood. But I still like the prom scene from the original a whole lot, though. But this film's pretty darn awesome. Coming in at number 28 is Spy Kids 2, The Island of Lost Dreams from 2002. Now, this is one I've only seen a little bit, lesser than the first or third ones. But after I finally got to rewatch this film's still pretty awesome. I do like it. I mean, and it did get some good response and what have you. I liked the environment and Carmen and Junie going up against another group of pair of kids, which included a young Emily Osment in her first film, but way before she even became a bigger star on Hannah Montana. Still, I must give credit for this. This film's pretty cool. I plan to review this next year, so be on the lookout for a review of this. And number 27 is American Reunion from 2012. I gotta tell you, I finally was happy to watch this unedited on Netflix, and well, it's not really the best of the American Pie series, which I finally got to review this in the other films a few months back. Check my American Pie playlist if you haven't seen my review series. This film's pretty cool. I mean, we get most of the original cast back for this big reunion, what have you. I gotta say, everyone's still pretty funny. It does have a few odd moments, but still, it's got a good feel to it in some ways. But again, not the best of the Pie series, but still, it's pretty funny. Coming in number 26 is Con Air from 1997. Whoops, my bad. My mistake. Sorry. Con Air from 97. This film's pretty cool. I hadn't watched this film in years, and I decided to try and give it another chance. I gotta say, this film's so awesome. Nicolas Cage is really cool in this. John Malkovich, John Cusack. It's really something. I definitely gotta review this. I know next year's its anniversary, so I might just review this one. So anyway, this is so cool. These prisoners take over a plane. Yeah, really something. Con Air's pretty awesome. Coming in at number 25 is Porkies from 1981. Very funny movie, directed by Bob Clark, who had already directed the original Black Christmas, and this was still before he even directed A Christmas Story. This film's pretty funny, like I said. It's got a pretty good cast. We get to see several other people. Alex Karras and his then wife, Susan Clark, are in this. Yeah. I think they was his then wife, or maybe they were married already. Oh well. But anyway, Porky's is still pretty funny. The shower scene's pretty darn funny. The takedown of Porky's is really good. Yeah, this film's so funny. You gotta check this one out if you haven't. Number 24 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: The Secret of the Ooze. Now, I'm sorry I'm showing a picture of the original, so I apologize. But anyway, this film's pretty cool. I know that But anyway, I love this movie. It's pretty awesome, and what can I say? It's absolutely a blast. Bringing back some of the characters from the original, and again, I apologize. I got carried away. I put up the wrong picture, but this is a pic of the original. We'll see where that one winds up, so forgive me, everyone. But TMNT2 is pretty cool. It's action-packed. And the battle with Shredder and who becomes Super Shredder, awesome. Toka and Razor, very good, too. Coming in at number 23 is Blood Rage from 1987. Really good slasher flick and pretty bloody too. This is one of the best Thanksgiving horror flicks out there. Surely you didn't think I was going to watch Thanksgiving again. No, sir. I would rather watch this over that garbage. This film's pretty awesome, and this is a really good Thanksgiving slasher. Yeah. Enough said about it. Check it out if you haven't. Number 22 is The Fault in Our Stars from 2013 or 2014, was it? No, wait, yeah, it was 2014. My mistake, everyone. But anyway, I love this movie. It came back on Disney Plus after I was originally going to watch it before I did my review of it earlier this year. But this film's so good. Based on the book of the same name, I love it. I love the performances we got, especially from Shailene Woodley. The Fault in Our Stars is just so good. It's the film that introduced me to a certain little tune called Boom Clap by Charlie XCX. I've got that song on my MP3 player. It's pretty cool. I love it. But this movie is really good. If you haven't seen this, this is one you gotta check out. Number 21 is My Girl from 1991. Now, I recently did a review of this not so long ago. If you haven't seen it yet, check it out. But I love this film. This film's really good. It has some heartbreaking moments, but it's still a good one. I love the performances we get from Dan Aykroyd, Jamie Lee Curtis, Macaulay Culkin, but I especially love the performance we got from young Anna Klumsky in her first film role. She's just so incredible. I love it. My Girl's pretty good. I did watch the sequel. It's not quite as good as this, but still, it tries to do its best. Number 20 is The Faculty from 1998. Love this film. I hadn't seen this for some time. This film's pretty cool. It's got a great cast with Elijah Wood, Josh Hartnett, Usher Raymond, Clea Duvall, Jordana Brewster, plus, well, Robert Patrick, Famke Janssen, Piper Laurie, Jon Stewart. Oh, the list goes on. Yeah, it's a film where a group of teens at their school, they suspect their teachers and what have you are aliens from outer space. I definitely gotta review this one. This film is so awesome. Yeah, definitely gotta review this sometime. Coming in at number 19 is Spy Kids from 2001. Now, of course, I reviewed this film earlier this year for its anniversary, and this film's really cool with a great cast, and I just love the performances from everyone, including Alexa Vega and Daryl Sabara as Carmen and Ginny. They were awesome. Antonio Banderas and Carla Gugino are good as their folks. Alan Cummings in this, he's pretty good. Tony Shalhoub's pretty good. Yeah, just so much action-packed fun, and a lot of craziness, too. This has some funny moments and all that jazz. I really like this movie. Coming in at number 18 is Christmas at Cartwright's from 2014. Now, even though I excluded a couple of Christmas-themed stuff in my, but two of them made it because I think they're just going to be one time only that I get to see this season. Anyway, this is a Hallmark Channel movie, and I've already reviewed this, but I love this film. This film's so good. Alicia Witt does a good job of this mother who apparently decides to apparently takes on the role of a department store Santa. Very cool and really surprising, too. It has its moments, but still, overall, I must say it's really good. And the little girl who plays Witt's character's daughter is pretty good, too. I gotta say, this film's good. Wallace Shawn's in this. Yeah, he's good too. If you haven't seen this movie, you gotta check it out. I didn't even know they sent the film to Hallmark Movies and Mysteries, which is where I watched it. Christmas at Cartwright's, I do love it. Number 17 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from 1990. Love this film. This film's really good. I got to enjoy this as a kid. And, well, what can I say? This film's just so awesome. I like the Turtles. And April, Shredder's real good. I like them. Tatsu, I forgot to mention him in number 2. Yeah, he's pretty good. Splinter's pretty good. Casey Jones is really good. I'm gonna say this is probably one of my absolute favorite TMNT movies of all time. Those redone ones were good, but not as good as this one or its sequel. The third one I didn't want to rewatch. I probably would be bored and snored with it. But Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from 1990, definitely worth a watch. You gotta check it out if you haven't. Number 16 is A Very Brady Christmas from 1988. I love this film. Well, I wasn't that big a Brady Bunch fan back in the day, but recently I have been. And well, I recently watched this on MeTV the other day, and I gotta say, it's still good. It was a lead-in to the Bradys that would come shortly after this, which didn't do so well, considering it went up against the TGIF lineup. But anyway, the whole cast was back except for Susan Olsen, who played Cindy. They had Jennifer Ryan play her, and she's not too bad, but everyone else was really good too. Well, good. And it would be one of the last few times we would see Robert Reed, who would pass away after the Brady's cancellation. But still, this is a great film. If you haven't seen this and you're a Brady Bunch fan, you gotta check it out. Coming in at number 15 is Bringing Down the House from 2003. Now, at first I didn't think I was going to like this film, but after getting the video cassette of it, I realized this film's a lot of fun to watch. I recently revisited it on Amazon Prime. This is one flick you gotta see. I definitely gotta review this one. With Steve Martin and Queen Latifah, this film's so much fun to watch. Eugene Levy's good in this too. We get to see Gene Smart, Missy Powell, and Joan Plowright. Even Babe White. Plus, we got Kimberly J. Brown and Angus T. Jones before 2.5 Men even came out. But I definitely gotta review this one. This film is a load of laughs. Trust me, if you haven't seen this, you gotta. Coming in at number 14 is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix from 2007. Well, this is kind of my least favorite of the franchise, but I still like it for obvious reasons. We can introduce some new characters. And the character of Dolores Umbridge, ooh, boy, probably a bit of a pain and what have you. But overall, it's pretty good. And it's got some pretty good magical moments, especially when Harry gets to teach everybody how to defend themselves and what have you. Really something. Number 13 is The Muppets from 2011. Very fun movie and a big comeback for the Muppets after a 12-year absence from the big screen. I mean, I love the performances we got from the human characters, Jason Segel and Amy Adams. Walter's a pretty good addition to the group. Get to see everyone. Kermit, Piggy, Gonzo, Fozzie, the Electric Mayhem, Statler and Waldorf. Oh, everyone. Yeah, this film's just so much fun to enjoy. Tex Richmond's a pretty good villain. I'm gonna say, really something. It's just so much fun to enjoy, and it's got good music as well, just like what you could get from any Muppet movie. Coming in at number 12 is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire from 2005. Now, I know this film is pretty underrated. I mean, it could have been a little better, but in ways, since it was the biggest book and what have you, I wish it could have been in 2 parts like they did with Deathly Hallows later on. But overall, it's still pretty good in some ways. It was the first Harry Potter movie I went to go and see in the theater. And this film is just, wow. Still, we got some good performances from the leading actors and what have you. The additions of several others, including Fleur Delacour, Cedric Diggory, and Victor Crumb. Yeah, they're all pretty good. Not really one of my favorites, but I still have a lot of respect for this film. Pretty darn magically good, fun, and stuff like that. Number 11 is Disney and Pixar's Monsters Incorporated from 2011. Love this film. This was a really big hit for Disney and Pixar. I love Sully and Mike, they are just two great characters. I have yet to review Monsters University, but I intend to. I will try and watch that series of theirs, Monsters at Work, sooner or later, if I'm not tired with any other thing. But overall, this film's just so much fun to enjoy and watch, I gotta say. And If I Didn't Have You was a really good song. Can't go wrong with the music that was presented in this film. Coming in at number 10 is The Thanksgiving That Almost Wasn't from 1972. Now, although this special was originally produced in 71, but it didn't get shown until the next year. This is easily my second favorite Thanksgiving special next to a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, which that's still to come. Although another special surpassed it, though. But this is still my second favorite. I love watching this every year if I can find it. It's really a good special done by Hanna-Barbera. I love all the characters in this. Jeremy Squirrel especially, because he's the big hero of this little guy. I must say, if you haven't seen this, you ought to give this a try. This is definitely really good. Number 9 is Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince from 2009. Now, while this was formerly low on my ranking, but it's moved up a bit, you'll find out where he is when I do a ranking later on this month. I gotta say, this film was really good. Learning more of info on you-know-who, and, well, not just him, but other characters as well. But anyway, it was a real shocking ending with the death of Dumbledore. Yeah. But this film's still pretty good, and the introduction of Horace Slughorn was pretty good too. Jim Broadbent did a pretty good job on that character. So anyway, this film's pretty good. Coming in, number 8 is BC, The First Thanksgiving from 1973. Now, this is probably one of the more forgotten Thanksgiving specials. I really loved this when I first found it on YouTube, which the full movie is available here. I recommend you can find a better quality version of this from an actual NBC showing of this, along with some animated special with Flip Wilson that aired after this. But watch this. You won't be disappointed. If you're a fan of the BC comic strip, I think you'll really get a kick out of it. It absolutely has a great fun voice acting cast. And with being produced by Abe Levitot, who also worked on, the Dick Tracy show and the Mr. Magoo show, as well as directing some of the Chuck Jones produced Tom and Jerry shorts. This is absolutely hysterical. It may be my third favorite, and it may have been the Thanksgiving that almost wasn't on this ranking, but this is very funny. You gotta check out. Again, the full movie's on YouTube. Check it out. Coming in at number 7 is a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving from 1973. I love this one. This is one of my favorite Thanksgiving specials of all time, and I really love it. You can't go wrong with this. Hearing the ever popular Linus and Lucy in one scene, and hearing in the song Little Birdie's a very fun bit. I gotta say, when Snoopy tries to fix up the table for everyone to come, Peppermint Patty, Marcy, and Franklin, yeah, really funny. Absolutely love this. You can't go wrong with the Peanuts holiday specials. Coming in at number 6 is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 from 2010. Love this film. This film's pretty dark and what have you. This brought the film back to the PG-13 rating from the MPAA after Half-Blood Prince got the PG rating. But finally, they gave this film some PG-13 excitement, and let me tell you, this is awesome. But the second one, which we'll see where that winds up, is even more cooler. It was fun. It was nice that they finally brought Dobby back after being absent. They excluded him from the other movies. But overall, I think it's a pretty good movie. Coming in at number 5 is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban from 2004. Now, this film's gone up in my liking, so you'll see it pretty high in probably the top 5 of my ranking. But I love this film. It's really good, and it's dark and what have you. Bring in Sirius Black, Remus Lupin. Yeah, those were good characters, and I really thought this was an awesome experience. Seeing Buckbeak, the Hippogriff, that was really something. I forgot to point one thing out in my review of this. I mean, how Hermione tried to, threaten Draco Malfoy. Yeah, that was a fun bit. Anyway, pretty good film. I really do love it. Coming in number 4 is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone from 2001. The film that started it all. Love this film. You can't go wrong with this one. It was a great way to get introduced to Harry, Ron, Hermione, Hagrid, Dumbledore, everyone in this. Yeah, I watched this before I even read the books and what have you, and I played the video game that my nephews had on PlayStation. Yeah, but this movie's really awesome. I have seen it in both its theatrical and extended version with deleted scenes that would be featured on a video cassette, a couple of them anyway, and others that were probably on DVD, and I'm sure they were on DVD. But anyway, this film's so awesome. I do love it. Coming in number 3 is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets from 2002. Yeah, 3 Harry Potters back to back. Actually, correction, 4. My mistake. Yeah, I love this film. This film's great. I watched it like 3 times when I got on video cassette. And, well, it's so much fun to watch. And, well, it's become one of my favorites. I mean, and with Gilderoy Lockhart and this Kenneth Branagh, absolutely funny as that character. I like the battle in the Chamber of Secrets when Harry goes up against the Basilisk. Really something. With the addition of Dobby as well, this film's really something. And now I get to the final 2, and like the first time watches, this was a tough decision to make. Because we got 2 good magical flicks. Trust me. Coming in at number 2 is The Wizard of Oz from 1939. And this was formerly the oldest film I saw until I actually watched other older flicks like Snow White and A Star is Born. But even so, I love this film. This is a childhood favorite of mine. I've watched this every year. I was lucky to have finally seen it this year. You can't go wrong with this one. With Judy Garland and an all-star cast, it's really awesome. I love it. It's what got me introduced to Oz. The Emerald City, Dorothy, the Tin Man, the Scarecrow, the Cowardly Lion, the Wicked Witch of the West, everything in this. Really great. I love it. And coming in number 1, my number 1 rewatch of November is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 from 2011. A great epic finish to the Harry Potter movie series. It was awesome. It was exciting. Wow. Believe me, the first big epic finale of a movie we got long before Avengers Endgame. Yeah, this one just took the cake. The cast was great. The battle between Harry and Voldemort was great. You can't go wrong with this. We'll see where it winds up on my Harry Potter ranking when I get to it. And there you have it, my friends. That's all the flicks I rewatched for the month of November 2021. So what did you think of this ranking? You can let me know what you thought about this in the comments section below. If you like this video, consider clicking the like button, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you a review of Diary of a Wimpy Kid from 2010. Thank you for watching, and if you like this, you may want to consider checking out these previous 2 videos and what have you. In the upper left-hand corner is my ranking of all the first-time watches from last month in November 2021. The upper right-hand corner is what's to come on my channel this month, plus the pickups I got last month in November. Or go to the bottom left-hand corner, and you can see all my reviews of the Harry Potter franchise in the playlist. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.